is good, family? Facebook fam, friends, everybody that's watching. So, as you can see in the title, it's an interview, college experience for all of you that's in college, and considering college. This is the video for you because we're talking about some great things, and it's gonna be a really good video. So keep watching. So, hey, today I have a very, very, very special guest. So today's a very special day. We have here Charlize.
Hello.
She is one of my great friends. I'm telling you, this girl is amazing. One of the nicest people I ever met in my life. Like, me and her have great times every time we spend time together. And so I'm glad that she came on. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for that introduction as well. So sweet.
You're welcome. Yes, I'm so glad you're here. So you can go ahead and like just tell the audience just a little bit about yourself so they can know what's up.
Sure. Okay. So I can tell you a little bit starting in high school because I think that would sort of be a good thing to transition into talking about college. I was raised overseas. My parents were missionaries, so I went to an American international school in southern Africa. It's in a country called Zambia in the capital, Lusaka. So this was the American International School of Lusaka, and it was a high school where you could either take a program called International Baccalaureate, or you could just do a regular high school program. And I chose to do the International Baccalaureate program.
Wow, oh my goodness, that's amazing. Like, I wish I could have done all that stuff growing up, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but that's amazing. So, before we really get into this, I'm gonna actually kind of tell y'all a little bit about like how we met, so y'all know like that as well. I think we I remember it was the Chi Alpha Burger Bash.
It was.
Yes, it was the Chi Alpha. For those of you who don't know, Chi Alpha is like the church group at the University of Louisiana at Lafayette, and they were having a bash, like get together. I think they have it like every year or something.
Every year in August to welcome new students and old students as well. Yeah.
Right, and they had that, and how I found out about it, I was going to a ministry college at the time, and they talked about Chi Alpha a little bit, and I started going to Chi Alpha from the ministry college, from hearing it from them, and then I started going there, just showing up. I'm always on campus at that university all the time, and so I went there. I made friends, and one of my friends had invited me to the Burger Bash. I was like, all right, cool, I'll go see what's up with it. So I went, and it was bomb. Like, it was fun.
It was really fun.
It really was. Like, I had a good time, and I was like dancing, and I was getting it, you know what I'm saying? Like, going in, and then it was after the bash, right?
Yeah. It was because you were volunteering in a way, weren't you? Sort of with some Crossroads people, or no?
No, it wasn't with any I was by myself, but I had knew I had met some people through Chi Alpha that became friends.
Okay.
So I was kind of basically with them.
All right, and I was there. I believe that year I was there as a volunteer, so I had stayed to clean up the trash and get things back inside of their building and all of that. So I think that was when we ran into each other. Yeah.
I think it was how did it go? So I remember, this is what I remember. So after the bash was over, I remember you came up to me and you were like, hey, I like your style. And I was like, really? Thanks, you know what I'm saying? And we got to talking. I remember we got to talking, and then I think we exchanged numbers, and then a couple months later, maybe a year later, I don't know, something like that, we ended up seeing each other at Crossroads.
Yes.
And then after that, we just kept in touch, and here we are. So doing this interview. So I'm so glad that we met.
Me too.
The Lord knows exactly who to put in your life at what time, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So I have the questions. We're gonna get into the questions now. We don't want to waste any more time. I have the questions written down on this pad because I didn't really go over the questions. So I haven't written them down. I'm gonna just read over them and ask her some of these questions, you know what I'm saying? All right.
And I'll do my best to answer.
Yeah, it's all good. So the first question I have for you is, why did you decide to start out at a university instead of starting out at a community college?
Well, I would say first off, I don't think there's anything wrong with community colleges. I think they just weren't on my radar, especially because at the school I was going to, the school provided a college counselor, and my mom and dad had also been very, very vocal in my last few years of high school about looking at where I wanted to go, but I did not want to go to college. I honestly don't know what my other options would have been, so that kind of just shows how naive I was back then, I guess you could say. But I was mainly just living in the moment. I was a good student, I would say, but just wasn't looking forward to college, wasn't looking into any colleges. But my siblings had already left Zambia and come back to live in America, and they were here in Lafayette at the University of Louisiana at Lafayette. So that was on my radar. That's why I kind of started to talk to the counselor at my school about it, and my parents also encouraged me to apply there.
Okay, cool deal. I think going to university compared to like community, I totally see like the difference, because like I said, I'm always on campus at the university, and then I go to a community college here in Louisiana, and university is you have such a wide variety of different things and different people to meet, and it just makes your experience more, it gives you more of the college experience compared to community. It's very, very small, so you don't really get the whole experience, but obviously it is cheaper, so that's what makes it better for a person like me that's trying to work their way up in the world. It helps out going to the community, but both of them are really, really great experiences if you put yourself out there and really try to find where you fit, you know what I'm saying? So that's really, really cool. What did you enjoy most about being in college?
Let's see. That's a tough one. I think it was getting to meet people from all different walks of life, and the opportunity to work, because there were some on-campus jobs. It was tough to get one because, of course, everybody wanted one of those jobs, and it was, kind of the coveted work opportunity. But yeah, when I finally did get one, that was such a blessing.
Wow, yeah, I'm pretty sure that was competitive.
Yeah.
I forget about that.
Definitely.
Everybody wants a job on campus, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody wants to go out here and try to slave it, these little restaurants and grocery stores. Yeah, I feel you.
Right.
Now, some say that you meet some of the closest friends you'll ever have in college. Is this true for you?
Let's see. I wouldn't say that I didn't meet friends that are close to me, but I will say that I'm still very, very close with my high school friends, even though a lot of them don't live in the States, and I haven't seen a lot of them in a few years, but over social media, over the internet, we stay very close, and we are in contact with each other a lot. But yes, it is true that you will meet some of the closest people that you will go on in life to be friends with. There was a saying in Chi Alpha that a lot of the people that would be in your small group with you would be the people singing in your wedding. So I've definitely seen that happen for other people. Yeah.
Wow, that's great. Wow, that's amazing. Woo! I hope some of y'all that's watching that become some of my friends in college. I hope y'all standing at my wedding. Do you believe that getting a degree in this day and age is actually worth it? Because I know, and obviously there's people all over, some people are saying, oh no, college is a scam, you're just gonna get into a bunch of debt, you can become rich or whatever, doing whatever, so you don't need that degree. We're in 2019, tech jobs are coming out. So, you have all these people in your ears, some saying it's worth it, some saying it's not. What do you believe?
I believe it is worth it at a good time. So that means if you are going to need to take out a gigantic student loan that you are going to be paying off for the next 100 years, and your kids might even have to pay it off, I would say do not go that route. I would say try to get a job to make some money in order to go later in life. And I also wouldn't say wait too long, because the younger you are, the more you're able to learn faster, and it's something that you'll keep with you for the rest of your life. But I will say, in this day and age, there are definitely other avenues to success, and college should not be the only thing that is pushed on people. It's really it's a balance, honestly.
I agree. I think that with college today, things have changed a lot. The world has progressed. Yeah, it may not be the same from when like our parents were growing up, where going to college and getting a degree really did help them. I think still, all in all, I really just think it's left up to the person and what they decide to do with the degree. And basically, I feel like it's just what you decide to do. I don't think it's it's not gonna work out for this person, it's not gonna work out for them. It's really just left up to you what you do with that degree, if you decide to use it or not, and the amount of effort and hard work you put into what you do after college, not just in, but even after. So, what did you dislike the most about college?
I would say the early classes. I'm kind of a typical night owl, and I wouldn't like to wake up at 7 in the morning. There were a few classes that you just couldn't get around it, and you had to go to those really, really, really early classes. But as much as I could, I would avoid it, and a lot of my classes were in the afternoon or in the late morning, and I loved that.
Oh, yeah. Those early classes. I try to schedule right now, I'm trying to schedule as many like midday classes.
Yes, that's the way to go.
Because I try to get it in midday. I don't like to go too late, and I don't like to go too early, so I just try to get it in like the way I can. But I see. No homework or anything like that? All that other stuff didn't bother you? I know that comes with college, but still, it's kind of...
I would say it didn't bother me, because there's definitely enough time outside of your classes to do, or it might not be what you want to do, of course, but there's always a way to manage your time to where homework isn't that big of a burden. And there are some very, very helpful professors and helpful resources on campus that help you with homework and with time management as well.
Wow. All right. Nice. So here's the last question, guys, that I have for Charlize. And then you already know. What are 3 tips you can give to someone so that they can be a productive college student?
Alrighty, 3 tips. I think number 1 would be start looking for on-campus jobs early. Number 2 would be make sure to have a good relationship with your advisor, because your advisor is someone that's going to be with you throughout if it's a 2-year degree, they're going to be with you throughout the 2 years. If it's a 4-year degree, 4 years, and so on and so forth. So if you do not have a good relationship with them, that can definitely hinder a lot. It will cause a lot of tension, and it might not be the best in terms of them helping you to schedule your classes and get you out of the university in time. Sometimes it takes longer than what the program says it will to graduate, and that can be because people aren't checking with their advisors, or they aren't communicating with their advisors enough about what they want from their education. And then number 3, I would say have a good support system. This can be family or friends. I know it can be very scary to move away from your family, and I am the last person to tell people to move away from their family, because my family is right here. I lived at home the whole time I was in college. But
nice.
I will say, if you do move away from your family, or your family is not the kind of people that are for a good support group, then find some friends that will be able to help you through it. And especially find an older person that has already gone through that program. Even if they're 1 year older than you, that can definitely help. But if they're 2 or 3 years older than you, that can really help even more, because then they'll know about the whole program and what to expect.
Well, you guys, we're gonna wrap this up, and I just want to put it out there too. Like I said, everybody that's in college right now, shout out to you guys. I know y'all are doing big things. Continue on that journey, continue on that path, get that degree. You know, obviously we know it's hard. There's ups and downs that come with everything, but just stay focused, stick with it, because in the end, regardless of what happens, you know, it was worth it. The experience, what you went through there, all of it shaped you and molded you into who you are today and who you will become in the future. And all you guys who's considering going to college, like we said, like we mentioned earlier, it's really up to you. Just have a plan, regardless of what you do, whether you go to college or not. It's just best to have a plan. That's what's gonna help you in the end, just having a plan. And it won't hurt to, at least if you don't even know what you want, at least try to go, maybe start out at a community, you know, take a couple classes there, so you're not, you know, going into a big university and not really knowing what you want. Just start out there, take a couple classes, see how you like it, and you never know what can happen. So it really is a great experience overall. I enjoy it for right now. I'm going to, like I said, a community college here in state of Louisiana, and you know, I had my first semester, and it went well. I had a lot going on during that time, but school itself really kept me really structured, and it gave me a sense of purpose, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I really enjoy about it, and it's fun. Like, I like that. So, and I'm pretty sure you'll like it too. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for staying tuned, and thank you again for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, yes, indeed. Y'all already know I will be back with another video. Y'all stay motivated, stay inspired. Peace.